Hello, today we're going to do 789 divided by 6, and we're going to use the standard algorithm: divide, multiply, subtract, bring down. We're using this 6 here, so everything we're dividing, we're trying to figure out how many 6s can go into it. And then we'll follow our steps, and when we get to the bottom, we just start again. So our first step here is to do 7 divided by 6. In other words, how many 6s can fit into 7? So if I had 7 rectangles, how many groups of 6 can I make? I can only make one because 2 6s would be 12, and we only have 7 to work with. So 6 can go into 7 one time. Now we're going to multiply that out to figure out how much we have and what's left over so we don't lose anything. So multiply is the next step. We're going to take the last thing we touched, multiply it by that 6. We're almost always going to be including this with many of our steps. Not all of them, but many of them. So 1 times 6 is 6. So our next step is to subtract to see what's left over. So we're going to do 7 minus 6, which is 1. Now, we've used up this 7 pretty much. We got 6 out of it. There was 1 left over. And we can't really do anything with that 1 because it's too small. But we are now ready to bring down the next digit to go with the 1. So we're going to come over to the 8, bring it down, and now we have a number we can work with, which is 18. So our next step is to go back to the top here and divide. And we're using that 6. We're going to do 18 divided by 6. So if I had 18 rectangles, how many groups of 6 can I make? Or if I skip count my 6s, how many times before I get close to or hit 18? In this case, it's 3. 18 divided by 6 is 3. We put that up here. All of our division goes on the top because that's our answer, and what we're doing is dividing. The next step is to multiply. So you're going to use the last thing you touched, which is the 3, and that same 6. So 3 times 6 is 18. So we used all of it up, but we're still going to subtract. And 18 minus 18 is 0. So we can't really use that 0, right? And there's nothing left over, but we are ready to bring down our next and last digit, which is the 9. All right. Our last divide, so we're going to do 9 divided by 6. So if you had 9 rectangles, how many groups of 6 can you make? Or if you skip count your 6s, how many times can you do it before you go over? That's going over. So you can only do it one time. 9 divided by 6 is 1, or 6 can go into 9 one time. So we put that up here, and then we multiply. 1 times 6 is 6. Then we subtract to see if there's anything left over, and 9 minus 6 is 3. You can't fit 6 into that 3. There's nothing left to bring down. This number is too small to work with in this case, so it is left over. It's a remainder. It goes up here. What that means is 789 divided by 6 is 131, but then there's 3 left over. Here's what that means. Let's say I had 786 apples, and I was trying to put them into 6 baskets. So even if I said 1 for you, 1 for you, 1 for you, and I did it with the 6 baskets over and over and over again, when I get down to the bottom of the pile, I would have 3 apples left over that I can't split up evenly without chopping them in half. So I would have 131 in each basket, but then I would still have 3 apples left over. So 789 divided by 6 is 131, but there's 3 left over. If you multiply this back out and you do 131 times 6, you're going to be 3 short. So 131 times 6 is 786, and then you add these 3 back in to get you up to 789. Okay, so I hope that is helpful. Feel free to use the rest of these videos if you want to practice, and you can follow along, and click on the description if you want to get the worksheets that are color-coded like this, or the slides or the task cards.